Live now. Yep, live. All right, you're here and watching, or you're watching on a replay. Thanks for watching. We've got Georgie from Normal Girl Blogging, and we've got Karina and Lee from Seeing Out Wandering.
Hi.
We're going to discuss little things like Disney trip planning and stuff like that. And we did just mention that offline there that Disneyland Paris will be shut, won't be, at the end of this month, which is a bit unfortunately. So let's talk Disney plans. Let's see what that's about.
Let's cheer the day up a little bit.
A little bit. I'd like to get me in one day, hopefully. So do you want to start it?
Yeah.
You've got your little list there,
Yeah,
haven't you?
got my little list, my little planning list.
Disney book. I've just seen that right. Is it?
So I've got this one.
After my own heart with the Disney notebook.
And then I've got the ink and paint one.
Replied vlog. Hi guys.
Yeah. And then this is the new one. This one is absolutely amazing. So this is new out. It's the animated one.
Baby.
They're what I use for the planning.
I literally have Disney notebooks all around the house.
Me too.
And then I'm stressed when I'm trying to do any sort of studying or work. I go, I've got no notebooks. And he's like, there's 100.
You've got the
Yeah.
Nightmare Before.
I've got Nightmare Before Christmas at the minute, but I don't want to write in it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Lee, but when you've got the little notepads going around and doing all the little plans and stuff like that, if I write something in that book, that's it. The book gets thrown and it's
Not even open.
What, if you the wrong colour and your handwriting's awful, you get out.
We bought one. They're on Etsy, where it's like an actual Orlando planning book. And I had one of them, and you wrote, you tested a pen out in it.
Oh, yeah, she went mad because I didn't use a pencil.
I was like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, we've got Bother in a despicable
We have got Just say hello to the people. So we've got Molly Bradley in. Thanks for coming. I take it that's someone from you, Georgie, the way you're waving frantically.
Yeah, it's one of my friends. Yeah.
We've got the Despicable coming, guys. Love your vlogs. Bother's here. Hi, guys.
Hi. I can see it over this side.
29. Thanks for coming.
That's my sister.
Your sister.
Hi, Georgie's sister.
99% of the viewers is from Georgie. You have to keep getting.
That's my daughter.
Thanks for coming in.
That's my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
That's my other sister.
The whole family.
Georgie's brother.
My family just go. You're online.
No, from Georgie. Maybe Georgie should do this from now on.
No, you're in control.
Georgie's page next.
Thanks for everyone who's coming. And if you want to get involved, just leave a comment down in the comments there and about your plans, what you used to, and stuff like that. So, first thing we got on there is looking at dates, isn't it? So the first thing we look at is when do we want to go? What time of year? See, because I don't know about you guys, with being DVC owners, we look at the points. So we get so many points. So we go, how many points can we use? And then we look at flights and stuff like that. Where beforehand it would be like, well, when's the cheapest I can go? Who's got deals or whatever? I think in 2016 we landed a good deal, and it was that. I think it's almost offline that the company that went out of business while you were away.
Nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us, but we got 2 weeks in Animal Kingdom Lodge for $6,500 with tickets.
Wow.
Charged to buy $6,000. Can we pay you? Can you pay us? We went, no. It's all paid for. We're going.
It was like,
so that could have been. That could have been the plane ticket coming back.
When we were stranded in LA. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, we tend to, because we've no kids. We tend to look at out of school orders.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
We can do that. We're not DVC points.
No.
We don't have DVC points, unfortunately.
Maybe
one day.
We don't really use travel agents as such as well. We'll always book our
Yeah, that's what we were obviously.
Definitely.
We've now seen the different sides of not using travel agents, and we found different ways to do it on the cheaper side, because to be honest, although we have got kids, we don't try to be strict to the school holidays purely because of prices mainly, and we do it, we don't go right in the term time, but we'll go like either side of dates slightly.
Yeah, like
you can pay the fine in it.
Yeah. It is.
It is.
It is. We got the fine 1 year, and what was it, 50 quid per child?
£60 a child.
And there was only 2 of our kids in school at the time. It was 120 quid, but we'd saved over £2,000 for the holiday.
Yeah.
So
it's like,
I'd be like, come on, kids, come on.
exactly.
But it's also quieter. Those times are often quieter, so they make it a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
But we're the same. We always used to look for beginning of September into October. It's a great time, I think. A lot of kids go back to school. It's cheaper, slightly cooler. But with my children now, they're a bit older, and school's not more important, because obviously it's always important. But within exams and changing like schools and stuff like that, we've had to sort of go a bit more in the holidays, and it is more expensive. And when we went in 2018, our last trip, we went slap bang in August, and the heat was so hot. Don't get me wrong, we're going again. We was meant to go this August, we're going next August, but the heat was intense as well. So I think that's another reason why I wouldn't want to go in August if I didn't have to, but because of the kids, we kind of have to.
We done August our first year, and it was saying we were just like, because obviously he's very fair, and obviously we've got our middle child's like a little ginge, so he's just dead fair.
Yeah.
And the heat.
It's not just the heat though, is it? What's them big things that fly round?
Oh yeah, like the dragonfly things.
Chase me up high drive one day.
I've seen like pictures and videos of them on like people's car screens and stuff like that. And you're like, ooh, hold on. I freak out at my legs when it crawls through the window.
They're my worst thing. They are. I hate them.
Definitely. Melanie, you're definitely right. We are all a big old family, and it's a great community that we've got here, especially on YouTube. I love it. I don't think I've met anyone or spoke to anyone in the whole YouTube community for Disney and not like the mood they are. So definitely agree.
No, that's definitely a thing. Yeah.
It's a good feeling. On Twitter and Instagram, everyone's so supportive of each other.
Yeah.
I just wish I'd sort of got involved a bit earlier. That's my only sort of regret, because I was sort of held off. But
we say that we started in April. And
same.
it's something we've been discussing for 6 months before that. We wish we had started sooner.
Well, how we got to go, it's funny, we just talked about DLP at the start, was we priced up. Now, the 2 boys were only 5 and, was it 2 at the time? 2013,
2 and 5,
wasn't it?
I think, yeah.
And what we done is we priced up DLP for a week, and we went, don't want to go over all the way up to Disney World, because her mum and dad had took your younger brother, hadn't they, for a couple of years. They don't want to go that way, and we don't really like it, so we go to DLP. And for a week in DLP, it was coming in about 500 quid cheaper than doing 2 weeks in Disney World, so we just ended up going to Disney World. And unfortunately, we've not been to DLP yet. We wanted to go next month, but obviously that's gone now.
No, we'd actually booked to go the 23rd of November.
Yeah.
So obviously we've had to cancel that and rescheduled, hopefully, for February.
I think
you shouldn't say anything, because our Harrison's there and he didn't know we were going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Harrison.
You're not going.
Surprise.
Surprise live on it.
If you've been to Florida, my opinion personally is if you've been to Florida, then you've been spoiled. I do love Disneyland Paris. I've been loads of times, especially because it's a lot cheaper and a lot closer. But hands down, Florida blows everything out of the water.
California.
Oh, that's my dream place. Like I've watched the Imagineering story. I started watching the Imagineering story again yesterday, the series, and I'm just there like I just get emotional just watching that show. Like I cannot wait to go and experience California.
Yeah, California Adventure, but it's just the theming of it, and when you walk in and see that castle. Because obviously you'll have in your head like the castle at Walt Disney World and how big and grand they are, and then you go in and you see how small it is. Both of us kind of walked in and went, "Really?"
Yeah.
I burst into tears because I realised like it hit me where it was.
Yeah, I'm going to be the same. I think
it's just honestly,
It's the sentiment of it, isn't it? Like, it's where it all began. It's what he put his passion and heart into.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get out there.
Mistakes there, which is what he learned his mistakes at that part.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Walt Disney World, I think, magical as well, because he learned, like, say for example, I think it was the corridors underneath.
Yeah.
Members walking around in Disneyland, so he decided to build the corridors underneath.
Yeah.
Things like that. Those things make you realise.
Yeah, I can't wait to go there. All this COVID stuff just needs to be done now. So
we're not talking COVID here. We're talking about
sorry.
not being able to go. No depressing talk in this one today. That out there.
I think you're saying that Disneyland Paris, obviously the cost of it, which is, well, I know that we're only a 2, but you found a deal in September.
We've never been to Disneyland Paris and paid over probably
300 quid, yeah.
And that's for like 4 or 5 days.
Well, that's what we've actually, the deal that we got for November was actually quite a good deal. We were quite surprised, but then we've rescheduled to February, which is a half term, and slashed the price by like £700. We were like, oh, okay.
Depends on if you want to stay on site. Like, we're not bothered about staying.
No, we weren't, to be fair. We got
we're doing the Centre Parks next month, but then when we change, we're doing the B&B.
Is it the Explorer?
Oh, I stayed at Hotel B&B. That's
yeah, that's just in the circle, isn't it?
Where do we know?
Yeah, it's fine. It's like
residents do park.
Yeah,
welcome.
It's quite box standard, but it does everything it needs to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Clean. As long as it's clean, there's no dirt or marks or anything, then I'm happy. That's my main thing. I have like anxiety. I walk into a hotel room and it can be a really expensive hotel, and I'll have a 5-10 minute like just like not panic attack, but just an anxiety attack of like, okay, is everywhere clean? Is there dirty stuff everywhere? Yeah, so I always have that. And if it's clean, then I'll go back.
I'm the same, and we've never had an issue with residents do park. Never.
And it's like we normally get, well, we have water, but we normally get an Uber, and it's like €3, €4 in an Uber. So I mean, we Uber everywhere. We don't. Yeah. We don't get taxis in Uber.
But we have to look. There's that. It's like the road that goes in from Paris up, and there's a few little hotels down that road.
Well, straight road, where you got the Disney Circle. It's just a circle.
Tiny.
One straight road.
Brilliant.
But Uber is actually quicker from that hotel to Disney
than it is walking from Chennai.
The Chennai into Disney. It's actually quicker.
And it costs you a lot more to stay in Chennai, doesn't it?
A really good deal when we went in March, and that was all literally just before all this happened. We went in March with a big family holiday.
But 8 of us, wasn't it? We only paid about £300 for 4 nights.
Yeah.
That was 3 rooms.
So I mean, he can just find deals, and I'm just like, okay, we're going.
Sorry, our other son is actually in on Harrison's account, so they both now know about Disneyland Palace. Yeah, massive spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. You'll have time, lads. You'll have time.
There's going to be, well, here's a spoiler alert. There'll be no Disney surprise video vlog this year. It's just funny.
Yeah, this is it. Just go back to this.
This is it, yeah. So we can skip that conversation because we've just done it.
Yeah.
The Kershaws are here as well. Hi, Gaz and Ange.
Yeah, I've just seen them come in. It went up as you done it. Yeah. Here they are. Hi, the Kershaws, Gaz and Ange.
And Peter Pippa.
Broadway's away.
Broadway's.
Up one.
Well, I can't cope with this. It's going too quick. Right.
We can all you're like click.
Just one thing for Gaz at the Kershaws as well. I'm not sure how we're going to do that stream on the game, so you're going to have to give us some tips on how we're going to do that. I haven't got a clue. I'm not really technical.
What game?
So I'm going to have to on that. I can't even remember the name of the game.
Fall Guys, is it?
Fall Guys, that's it. Fall Guys. So Gaz is along with someone else putting a thing together where the Disney YouTube family are doing like or vloggers, you should say, are doing a competition with each other, doing games on PlayStation. As you can tell, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
By Lee's face, he's like,
I don't know anything.
Nick's just said Twitch usually. But the only Twitch I've got, Nick, is the one in my eye. I don't know.
There you are. Just tell Gaz, he'll sort it out. Right,
Yeah,
cheers.
yeah, he's just done it. Thanks, guys. I'll be in touch. Sorry to go off conversation there.
We just need to go back to the live stream with Gaz that he done. If you haven't seen it.
Oh, brilliant.
The
licorice or something. Yeah, brilliant. Comedy gold.
How they've done it.
I think I've actually watched that bit about 10 times.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we cancelled it a couple of months ago. We didn't know whether we'd made the right choice or not, but it comes out with the news today. We've made the right choice, haven't we?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just hope that it's going to open up in time for February.
Hopefully.
They're going to wait for the 1st of December, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fingers crossed for everybody.
Yeah.
It's one of them. We were talking offline as well then about how we don't think that Disney parks are going to be the same for the next year or two. And with DLP being our first trip, it might. Are we doing the right thing going with our first trip like that at the moment? I don't know. Yeah. I just need to get to a Disney park.
Yeah, same.
I need to see a castle. I need to see a castle.
Just go.
Yeah.
That's what we're laughing at. We were just like, sorry.
That was nice.
Now for the next 10 minutes going.
Not for me. Lena, you were saying you book separately as well, do you? You don't do package?
Yeah, we normally just book like what hotel. This, I think, when we go in September, we're staying at Pop Century.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then we just normally look for the flights that are adaptable for around the date.
Well, we always book flights before we book our hotel.
Yeah.
As daft as that sounds. So I always find the cheapest flight. We use Skyscanner for our flights.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we've actually with our flights, we always obviously fly from Manchester.
Yeah.
But with us now moving out in the sticks, really, we've got to travel regardless.
Pardon? Will you go from Prestwick?
No, we've actually got a deal.
Yeah, we've got loads of local airports where we live. We've got Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, Edinburgh, and Glasgow. Yes. Every single one of them are 2.5 hours away from our house. Really.
Oh, wow.
I always wondered, like, the people who live up north, where do they fly from? I always thought it'd be Prestwick because it's Glasgow. Yeah. I would have thought that'd have been closer.
It's Manchester mainly. People talk to me. It's mainly Manchester that they'll go to.
Or Glasgow.
Yeah. But we decided to not go to one of our local airports next year. Decided to go to Gatwick.
We've actually saved compared to what we paid last year. Obviously, just flight and car. But we're actually getting the big. Is it Chevy Suburban? I think. Yeah. So we've actually saved £700 compared to last year.
Yeah.
It's no brainer.
We have looked at Gatwick before.
We looked at Gatwick, but this is what played in my mind. Is like it was like £300 cheaper to go from Gatwick, but then we thought, well, we need to drive down there, drive back. So there's like £100 in fuel. Then you've got to stay over, so you're talking what?
Yeah.
£90 in a hotel. Then you've got to pay to park the car. So you could be talking about £300 before you can do it. Yeah. So what's the point?
Well, this is obviously where we looked at, because what we said now, since we've moved, we would have to pay for petrol. We'd have to pay for overnight stay. So we factored all that cost in now anyway.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, compared to what we paid last year, we're still saving.
Gaz and I just made a valid point there. They've just said, obviously, they put Thomas cool, but we know what they mean.
Yeah, Thomas cool. We want it cool.
But with them going under,
it's hard to get to America now.
Yeah, from Manchester especially.
Yeah. One thing I did notice as well about the prices now at Manchester with the Virgin, Virgin have gone through the roof, just ridiculously gone up.
I believe Virgin have bought, so to speak, Thomas Cook spots. So I think that's why they've gone up, because they're just they're kind of like, you're stuck basically. you've got to either pay our prices or
yeah.
And it's like Monopoly, isn't it? And they've just gone, well, they're your options. Thanks, pal. Here's Richard Branson. Thanks for that.
I think when we looked, we'd done the comparison for the two. So from Gatwick to we're actually going to Tampa for the first time. So we're going into Tampa and driving. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thinking over the comments. He's on form, man.
So we're actually flying to Tampa. We got it for the 2 adults, 3 kids, and the car we got for £1,600 for all of us. To go from Manchester to Orlando was 6,000 and something. We were like,
wow.
But we flew to our first stop was Gatwick.
Oh yeah, well, we
get off at Gatwick and get the plane to go.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
We drove in America.
Yeah.
You've never drove?
No, we've always got Uber.
We just Uber everywhere because it's so cheap to Uber.
Yeah.
It is.
We like the freedom of a car.
Yeah,
we
do, to be fair.
We do. The first year we done it was 2016, wasn't it? And we just hired the car from Alamo on Disney's site. And we only had it for about 3 or 4 days. But we went over to Daytona Beach, and then we went over to Clearwater Beach, and then because it's so easy to get about, you can do the Uber and it can be there in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whichever it is. But the fact that you can just go there, I'm going there, and I'm going to go, it was just the freedom of it, like Georgie says there, the freedom of having that car there.
We love to like do the shopping and stuff.
You drive?
Say again, Lee, sorry.
We drive it, yeah. That's another thing though, the cost of parking. Yeah. The cost of parking is astronomical, so you do have to account for that as well.
Yeah, the $25 at the parks.
Yeah.
But we don't pay that, do we? Being DVC.
DVC don't pay it, but
so
if you could become an annual pass as well, here's another thing we've looked at saving money, is if you're going to go each year, right, if you can get the first two trips in that first year, once you can get your annual pass, and you'll save a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's just
not to say we're alcoholics or anything, but when we're at a park, when we finish, we sort of, I would say, we have we'll drink afterwards, so I always feel like it restricts us from doing that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll go to Springs or City Walk, something like that. Obviously, if we're driving, it's like, well, you can drink, I can't. So.
Yeah, we don't. If we're like, obviously, if we're doing Epcot or we're doing Disney Springs, we don't take the car. We'll use the resort buses because obviously we stay on site. So if there's places that we know where we're going to have like a meal out or we're going to have a couple of drinks, we will use the resort buses, won't we?
Yeah, and Broadway's away. Yeah, definitely. If you're just staying on site and you don't want to go anywhere other than Disney World, there's no point getting a car because the transport is second to none.
Yeah.
At Disney, it's just that when like your next comment, when you go to the outlets of the malls, but if you're only doing it once or twice, you can get it. You can get away with getting the bus or getting the taxi.
We did it, but we just paid like $4 in an Uber, didn't we? And just
I think it was something like, when I look back, it was about $12 to $13 between Universal and Disney. And I think that the furthest one was going into obviously the ticket and transportation centre. That was the furthest. So it, when you just like, we'll just do that.
Yeah. For this year, the trip we did this year, we were going with TUI for the first time. So we were flying into Sanford and then getting their like transport. So we were going to do it without a car. We hadn't booked one. We were going to do all the Ubers and everything. And Darren was getting really itchy. He was like, I really want a car. So I think for next year we might do 1 week without, because we're staying at Universal in the summer, and they've obviously got the free transport and stuff like that to their parks and to Volcano Bay. We said we might try a week without the car and a week with the car.
Is it?
We just like the freedom. We love going to like Walmart. We love going to like like restaurants and all different shops, and we love hopping in the car and hopping out. So we're quite lazy. We don't really like walking anywhere either. So you do enough walking in the park, don't you? So.
Is it Cabana Bay you're staying at this time, Georgie?
No, we're staying at Endless Summer.
Oh, right. That was the one.
Surfside. Yeah, it wasn't Surfside this year, but then we've had to pay £229 to move the same holiday to next year, and that's going to Dockside, the other side. Yeah. But my mother-in-law's got a timeshare out there, so I have actually got a free voucher week for next year. So I think we might book that as well. And then if the hotel's really busy, we can just go to our timeshare, because our timeshare's a nice big apartment. It's got the washer, the dryer. It's got, they tend to be quite quiet as well. And because she's got an RCI timeshare. I don't know how they work. I kind of know how they work. I'd like the same as DVC, but they confuse me. So she just kind of sorts it out.
I think it's very mixed.
It's mixed on the comments. You're getting some like saying no car, and then you're getting people like Melanie saying Defo Bush Gardens, and we're doing that next year. It's the coach.
Yeah, we've done it once, haven't we?
Yeah, you got to get the coach at the time in the morning. You got to get there, and you got to wait until that coach is ready to go. Like we had young kids when we went, so the kids were ready to go long before the coach was ready to go. So
it's hit and miss, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to Gardens for the first time next year, and I think it's Bush Gardens that makes us go, is it worth
before even just trying it
for 2 days, because you want to do Kennedy Space Centre.
So
it's like, do we get it for 2 days and then do Bush Gardens and then the next day vice versa?
I think that'd be the best idea, just for a bit more freedom, and then you can stop off if you want to stop off like on the way, because it is about an hour and a half to 2 hours the journey, I think, isn't it, depending on traffic. It is quite a way once you've been walking around the park all day as well. So, but then also, if you want to drive and you want to relax on the bus coming back, you can also do that if you're sort of really tired.
Thing is, when we went last time, like we stayed on site, but we went for like WrestleMania as well, so we had a lot of rest and stuff. So we didn't. Yeah, we definitely didn't.
We
didn't need the car. It was just pointless.
If you go Bush Gardens, you have to do the giraffe safari. It's amazing. It's so amazing.
He's already told me he wants to do that, and I've said to him, as long as I get to do the penguins at SeaWorld, that's fine.
Oh, the behind the scenes tour, we've done that as well. That's amazing with the penguins.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
They're so naughty though, I didn't realise how naughty penguins were, but they're actually really, really cheeky. They've got so much character. When you're up close, there's loads of rules. You have to stroke them just with 2 fingers in one direction. If they move, you step back. They can be a bit feisty, I think, the penguins. So, but they are fun though. They're really, really cute.
Howard Green looks amazing.
Yeah, Gaz has just come up with something there, which is good. Will COVID make you mind? You're thinking about planning next year. You're thinking, we don't think the parks are going to be up to the way they were. I think they're still going to have that social distance and stuff going on. Are you going to feel safe? So, especially if there's no vaccine that comes in,
Yeah, I think in an Uber, yes, I will. I think in an Uber we'll feel safe, because I just think they've got a certain standard. But I think the bus, that might be the one that sways us for Bush Gardens. That might be like, if say come August next year, it's still not any better. That's when we probably will look at hiring a car. He can drive, because I am definitely too petrified to drive.
Yeah, Darren does it all. I don't drive either. Darren does all the driving over there.
It's fine. You get used to it after the 3rd or 4th time you've pulled out looking the wrong way first.
I reversed in the car park and got out. I said, I can't do it. I literally reversed and went, no, I'm getting out.
You can listen to him behind the steering wheel in any country, and he's just like, da, da, da. When we drove, he was fine. I was in this wreck in the back of the car. When you're like, what's going on? I'm on the wrong side of the road. I don't like this. And he's just like, da.
Yeah. It's no difference. You just got to think the opposite way around. It's just,
It's definitely a male thing. Definitely a male thing, I think.
The one thing I like about driving over there is, and I think they should bring it out over here, but for turning left, not right, is that if the light's on red and there's nothing coming, you can turn.
Someone should spot that.
After, yeah.
It's okay. You can stop at a red light.
And just to say hello to the Great British Mickey Waffle that's coming. Thanks for coming, guys.
Hi, guys. But as well, Rick Ride put us up here about Bush Gardens. They're going to be overnight for Hollow Scream. We've discussed that.
Really good,
at the same time as us.
Well, I don't know whether you've already booked your tickets, Karina, but at the minute there's a really good offer on for Bush Gardens, SeaWorld, and something else.
We did
a combo ticket. I've got a friend that works for attraction tickets. And asked them to sort them out for us, and basically because of what's happened, they've transferred them over for next year.
Oh, excellent! Yeah,
no extra charge, so it was like fantastic. But we because we had the frequent fair pass for Horror Nights this year, and obviously it got called off. We weren't going and what have you. So I sent them back and asked for a credit note because I just thought I've paid for it. Then I'll just use the credit note for next year. 2 days later, they announced if you have a frequent fair pass, it'll be valid for next year.
Oh,
I was like, I could have just kept my ticket.
yeah.
Oh.
Now we've got the trying to get.
So now I've got to try and find. Well, I don't think you don't sell out.
No.
I'll just ask my friend and just like ring him up a couple of days before and be like, "Hi, me again.
Yeah.
You get me some frequent fair pass ticket. Thanks."
So that's another thing that you need to look at as well, isn't it? The tickets, what tickets you're going to get, because we find that's the biggest outlay.
Yeah,
when we go.
it is. Yeah.
It's more than, I don't know how you guys are finding it, but we always find that our tickets are coming in more than our flights.
Yeah.
They are painful to pay for, aren't they?
Very painful.
Well,
Very painful. It's the usual 10 to 30% increase all the time, every year on year on year. And you think they keep doing it, and people keep just paying it. And
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well,
And
he holders at Paris.
Yeah.
They've gone up. Like obviously, we're expecting an increase in 2021.
Yeah.
That's going to kind of be, because when we discussed it last time, it was to pay for obviously the current Avengers Land, Frozen Land, and Galaxy's Edge to go there. But now, is it going to cover the cost of what's happening?
Yeah.
Are we going to see these potential lands opening?
Now they've also took our free parking offers, and you have to pay
luggage.
The luggage charge as well. You have to pay that.
Or less for what we originally got.
Have to wait and see, I think. But
yeah, I remember when we first went in 2013, you did that usual first timers mistake of getting every park ticket that you can, and then you don't have a day rest, so you go everywhere. But that for 4 of us, and it was like 500 and something quid, wasn't it? I think the same ticket now is about 800-900 quid or something like that, was it?
It's crazy now.
That's each. That's before you go and get food and tickets or flights or anything like that. Yeah.
That's what I took. Both my kids I took when they were young. And people were like, they're too young, you shouldn't take babies. Like my daughter was, I think they're both about 1.5. And I was like, it's because they get in for free as well. Like you don't have to pay for them. I was like, I'm going to make the most of it, Take them.
Yeah, well, Sienna, like our youngest, she was 6 months old. But I mean, we'd already previously booked before I got pregnant. And then it was like, to cancel it off, we'd lose £500. Or to add it on was 50. And we were like, hang on. It was like, she can come, it's fine.
I'd have done exactly the same. I know that we always say if we had a little in it, it'd be years until we went. I personally don't think it would be.
No.
I think we'd both just get the bug and just be like,
yeah.
Or I'd crack him enough.
You would, I wouldn't. I don't. At least 5 or 6 before they go. But that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. You waffle there. Yeah, just reiterate what we said before. You can just time it right, get the annual pass. You can save an awful lot of money.
And that's what we're doing.
We go to Paris 3 or 4 times a year. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we were actually looking to that. Obviously, when we went in November, when we should have been going this November, we'd actually looking at doing the annual pass for Paris purely because the price it worked out.
Yeah. So you get with the price, you get 2 days park tickets, don't you, with your price when you go? For 4 days. So if you went for 4 days and you upgraded for the 4 days, that actually cost you more than it would to buy the annual pass.
Yeah, but you have to. Some you use the first day as your, so to speak, deposit. I think we're on the Magic Plus. You got the Magic Plus and the Infinity. You wouldn't be blocked out if you went for any of the lower tiers. You'd be blocked out for your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th day.
Right, yeah.
Definitely. That's fair, because I know that a couple of people have done that.
Yeah.
And they've not been able to go into the parks, and you're just like, it's just a small clause that's in it. But and it's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's obviously one way of saving your money by getting the annual pass. The problem I've got is when we've been looking at the annual pass for Disney World, not naming no names here, been looking at the DVC resale market.
DVC confuses me.
We need more points so we can go twice a year.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we just take advantage of Disney doing the, I don't know, when they do the dining plan and stuff like that, do that, because when you're DVC members, you don't get that deal, you don't get that benefit out of them. But if you become an annual pass holder, you don't get discounts on your hotels as a DVC member. You get discounts on your DVC resorts to pay cash for, which to me is extortionate even with the discounts on. But as an annual pass holder, you'll get a discount on the hotel itself. So if you become a Disney pass holder, you can get a discount on your hotel. So you can go, well, we'll go 2 weeks on our DVC points and then 2 weeks on the discounted hotel. You know, don't get me wrong, in the long run, it's always cheaper to get your DVC points because you're staying in resorts, you're not having to pay them hotels, you're just having to pay your dues and stuff. But I don't want to sit there and go, right, to go twice a year, here's 25 grand for my hotels for the next 10 years. And we'll do something different. Get off DVC.
Yeah. This is what we were. DVC. You're assigned to our resort, aren't you?
No.
Oh, I think you were.
No, you are on a point system. So
you've essentially got a home resort.
You've got a home resort. So our home resort is Polynesian, right? And
my dream hotel.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And we can book that 11 months out.
Right.
And any other resort, 7 months out. So you can stop anywhere. And it's also linked with the RCI timeshare as well.
Yeah.
So you don't need to stay somewhere else, but the amount of points you need for them is ridiculous.
Yeah, but obviously, so to put it in, obviously what you're saying is, we obviously our home resort is the Poly, but last holiday we done a week at the Poly, and then we done 2 weeks at Boulder Ridge.
Yeah.
So obviously, so you can stay in other places, just try and, get different ones.
Yeah, that's it. But that's just, this is what I'm saying, like when you're planning, everyone has to do different things to plan. So when we were putting this together, we said, should we put a set way of talking? I said, we can't, because everyone does everything different. Because you're seeing with the cars before, everyone says, yeah, car, no car, and there's benefits things with both. Then it's, do you get a package? Do you get a flight?
I think there's no, with this, there's no wrong or right way.
There's only your way. Your way is always the right way.
Yeah.
Stephen O'Sullivan, thanks for coming in.
Hi, guys.
Guys.
We were going to this year, because we were going to go this year and then next year also, we were going to try and time it right to get the Universal annual passes.
Yeah, definitely cheaper.
Because you can get, it's about $50. Some people were saying $50, $70. If you can time it right at the beginning of your holiday, you can get it. So I was so excited for the blue. I don't think I'll ever have a Walt Disney World annual pass, but I was super excited for the blue lanyard, but that didn't happen obviously this year. So hopefully one year. It
will do soon. Yeah. Positive show this one, Georgie. We're thinking about the things that will happen.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We'll get it next year, Georgie. We'll get it next year.
I love your positivity.
Yeah, I just take it off Del Boy off the trotters, this time, Rodney, this time next year we'll be millionaires. Next year we'll be in Disney World. Don't worry about it. We'll be there. Great British Mickey Waffle saying their own resort is that Saratoga Springs? We've just rented some points and we've got it booked for the first 4 nights of next year, Saratoga Springs. But we don't know if we're staying there.
We don't know. So this actually leads on to our next one, obviously about resorts. I mean, so obviously, Colleen, you said Polly, would that be your go-to, if any?
Polly or Animal Kingdom, but the only thing with Animal Kingdom is it's out the way.
Do you know it's not?
It's not that bad. We've stayed there, and yet you're out the way for some Magic Kingdom and Magic Kingdom.
I wouldn't say it's enough to say it's it's a mile away though.
You're not going from iDrive to Magic Kingdom. You are literally going.
I know that. I think it's just because I've heard it's quite far away, because obviously someone that I work with, he always does a night or two at Animal Kingdom, but he says when he does a night or two, it's just his rest days. Because
I can see that. It is a nice resort to stay at.
It's amazing.
As well. The pool is amazing. The pool's really good. The Jambo House. And it's one of them resorts that you put in probably the top 3 of lobbies.
I've seen it.
Massive. You got Wilderness Lodge and the Grand Floridian. for me are the top 3.
I'd put Polly up there as well.
No, Polly for the smell is the best smelling resort.
Yeah.
There is no resort that smells like Polly. I wish we could bottle it up. You can buy a Yankee candle for literally every part of Disney World, but you can't get it.
She got them.
She got them.
No, they're not Yankee. There is a company called Maple and Whiskey.
Which is
Right.
I don't. The Polly we've
got Castle Club.
We've got Castle Club is a brand in Floridian.
No, Castle Club
Club is part of the thing.
Is Paris.
Yeah, it is. We've literally got everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a look at them.
I'll send you the link. Honestly.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stick my wallet in the safe next door.
Yeah, me too.
Paul and Shella are here. Thanks, guys. How are you doing?
Hi,
Okay.
Hi. But yeah, we've got loads. There's like Walt's office and things like that there. But Disney smells, I'm big on them.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, Great British Mickey Waffle.
Oh yeah, they do it. Yeah.
Maple whiskey candles and diffusers. Yeah, definitely.
I think the one that we've currently got in the wax melt burner is Epcot. I think it's Spaceship Earth.
Oh.
And it's an acquired smell because it's the actual bit, you know, where the fire is. Mm-hmm. It's that kind of smell.
Right,
and
okay.
When someone walks in that's not been, goes, "What's that smell?"
What's that smell?
Yeah,
that's home.
I know that smell. You're like,
yeah. So, what about you, George? Did you normally stay on site or?
No, we've only stayed once. We've stayed at the All Star Music. Yeah, we just did a week there. No car, and that's when we found out that we didn't want to be without a car. So we stayed there within the bubble, but then just trying to get Ubers and stuff because there was like 6 of us, so it was hard for us to get Ubers to get us all and to get us to places. And we had one turn up, and it was 5, and she was like, "Oh yeah, just get in the back." And that's when my kids were like 4 and 7, and I was like, "No, we're not just all getting in the back. Like that doesn't work. Like no." So yeah, we normally, like I said, my mother-in-law's got a timeshare, so we normally book hers because I mean I'll say it's cheap, but she obviously has to pay the maintenance every year, which isn't cheap. But we can get like, you know, apartments for like 180 quid that will like sleep 8 of us. So yeah, that's for like a week. So you know, we get, and they're really nice properties, really big, spacious, quiet, and they're all over sort of dotted all over sort of iDrive. So they work really well for us. But Polynesian would be my one if I could stay at anyone. I would love to stay at one of the bungalows, but I don't think I could deal with the bugs. I couldn't deal with the bugs.
Yes, please.
The trackers were there. The trackers were there like about a month ago.
Yeah,
and as soon as they were like the bugs, I was like, no, I couldn't do it as much as I want to. Because we did years ago, we did the pirate cruise that left from the Contemporary.
That looks so good.
It was amazing, but it was infested with bugs, and I was winding Darren up because he was like, "Can you just calm down?" They were everywhere, all over the boat, like little tiny flies. And I just sat there, and they gave us like bandanas, and I ended up just putting the bandana around my face and just like kind of like just trying to get through this. As much, it was great fun. They were like really funny on the boat. Like they pulled my brother-in-law up and made complete fun of him. It was hilarious. And watching the fireworks on Seven Seas was just mind blowing. But there were bugs everywhere, so I definitely couldn't handle that.
Beekeeper with it all.
I was like this bandana with a pirate bandana, like, oh my god! And Darren's like, "Can you stop?" I'm like, "They're touching me!
Like this.
It sounds like when we go. It sounds like when we go, but that's me doing that. We went in August in 2013 on our first trip, and like I say, got them big, what they call love bug things. I just can't do them. They just scare the hell out. I'm scared of moths. Never mind them things. So we go in March. We've been in March a couple of times, and there's not as many bugs we don't find, and it's not as hot either.
Yeah,
it's not as wet.
We went March and April on our honeymoon, and we found it was great weather. It was just the right kind of temperature.
Yeah.
Well, we had one day of rain in Epcot. He's laughing his head off as he's got a full pint of beer, and for the price that he bought a full beer, I bought this tiny little glass of wine. You know, from like the Italian like little cart. He's winding me up, and as he just went. and it was like, well, the wine's diluted now. So
the wine's gone. It's just rainwater, isn't it? At that point, it just comes down like.
She sees, so we'll drink it.
That's it. Yeah, it's got half a love bug in it, but I don't care. Take it.
Everyone was like underneath, the umbrellas by the Italian pizza bit. Is it Napoli? All there, and I went, I need pizza. And this American couple are laughing as I've stood there in the rain at the quick service booth, and I went, I'm British.
We're used to it.
I'm used to this weather. Don't worry about me. I'm getting pizza. You must sit there and think, us British are mad. We love a good brew, and we just don't. We're not bothered by the rain.
Yeah.
No.
And another one, yes,
this
definitely. We've looked at this, Paul and Cheryl, for one night.
Yeah.
Stay there for one night with a park view, and swap the fireworks from the room. But get like a one bed or something like that, because I think for one night you could get a one bed. You could sit there, do you know what I mean? Get some snacks on the go, a couple of glasses of wine, and some of the stronger stuff. Just sit there and watch the fireworks. But one thing to do, you can grab hold of a DVC member as well, is get onto the Top of the World Lounge at the Bay Lake Tower, because you can watch the fireworks from there and you have the music going on as well. Brilliant.
Is that one next to
the Contemporary?
Yes.
So you got the Contemporary, and then the one just sets off with it on the right if you're looking at the park.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I think we are there hopefully, I think we are there at the same time next year, aren't we?
Well, yeah.
We get so many guests with us. Yeah. You know, we could get you up there if you're there at the same time. Definitely like to do that.
All right, Dane, have you heard this? Have you heard them? All right, Dane. Rick Ride Vlog it. You come with them. They'll be like
that. Hopefully we'll be doing the Epcot challenge as well, hopefully, if this all
around the world, yeah.
Everybody.
A week at Bay Lake Tower now. I don't think I could move out the resort if I'd done a week at Bay Lake Tower, especially with Parkview.
Yeah, I don't
go anywhere else. It's just the views. We watch people like Paige and Mr. Morrow and Dev, Prince Charming, and they have like night staying there, and the views are just unbelievable, aren't they? Bay Lake Tower. Yeah, we think the Magic Kingdom for us is a great resort area. We'd like to do all of them at some point. So we've done the Poly and we've done Boulder Ridge.
So what's
the Wilderness Lodge.
What's missing? Grand Floridian.
I think Floridian for me, it is a stunning resort, but it's not one I think I could stay in. I think
I think it's nice to go and visit, but I just don't think
I'm too common for it.
I just
look at this ruffian walking through my.
I'll tell you a good story. Which was it we went to first? The Poly, wasn't it?
Polynesian.
We have a tradition that when we get off the plane, we get the car and we stop off at this takeaway, isn't it? Dunkin' Donuts. So we're going. So you got a family of Scousers, right? And we come into Polynesian, which is amazing. It smells lovely, and we're rocking up with a dozen donuts. All right, mate. So we just flown in from Liverpool, standing in there.
Come on to check in.
Providing you've got a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, I'm right next to you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, so Timo Sullivan asking when are we all going next year? So we and the Kershaws have asked that as well. We're going on the 1st of September for 2 weeks. Flatwood Fair, we'll come back on the 15th.
We're the 10th.
Also, we are. And what about Rick Ride Vlog it? Sort of going. Have they booked theirs yet?
They're around the same dates as us, I believe. We've been discussing doing horror nights together.
We just need to get.
We're going in August.
Yeah.
September, and we could have a really good time.
What's your date, George?
12th of August. For 2 weeks. A bit earlier. I think.
Father-in-law, we could have just kicked the kids off, take a look after the kids, and we could have met up.
Really nice. It's really nice, but I think the Bacon family might be out there around similar time to us. So it'd be nice if we cross paths with them.
Oh, I love their vlogs, honestly.
They are so cute, aren't they?
Oh, they're just.
Get Binky. Yeah, welcome in, Get Binky. I really love your your vlogs.
So glad to see them back as well.
I'm back as well.
Yeah.
With his little bink.
Yeah.
Like, and yet you've got to love them donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love them, especially when we're in New York as well. Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go. Paul and Shell saying they were going to do the Top of the World Lounge and ended up having too much going on. Wish we had done it.
Yeah.
Just get it done next time, Paul and Shell. Your DVC owners, it's not like you're not going to go again. You know, you are going to go again. You will be there again. It's just honestly, get up there. It is a good experience, and get some snacks from up there. You're getting the experience from looking at the park for the fireworks than you do of going to the California Grill in the Contemporary. And I nearly forgot the name of that.
Hold on.
California Grill's at the top of the Contemporary Resort, and it costs about 2,000 quid for a beef.
We were going to do that this time because obviously we were celebrating like being together for 10 years, so that was going to be our like night.
Oh, you're going to meet up with Rip Ride Vloggy because they're in the 20th of September. We're just going to miss them.
Oh, you arrive on my birthday, guys.
Oh, so we'll unfortunately be, unless you want to extend it for another week.
Like, book another week. Go on.
Go on, we'll stick it up another week. Yeah. And I'll just say to your mum and dad, do you mind taking the kids back with you?
No, you just want to find us out.
When Nick's going, next book days.
No, that keeps moving.
No, it didn't say that May 20th.
It's not that bad, Nick. I think it'll be back up and running soon enough and properly as soon as, hopefully anyway, in the next couple of years.
Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Has anyone done a Disney cruise?
No, but would love to try it.
Yeah, same.
Love to try it. Definitely.
We were looking for next year at the beginning of the year, and I was like, I'm annoyed about putting a deposit down, but I'm quite glad I didn't now, just because everything's just so uncertain, isn't it? But it's something I'd love to do.
They haven't got a start date yet, have they?
No, I think I don't know if I'd feel comfortable being on a boat. Even we were only going to go do like a 3-night one, but I still feel like, I don't know, I'd be worried current times.
Yeah, we'd like to definitely the California Grill again, Pinky, but I'm sorry, Dad, but you are doing it.
Nana said no.
Guys, we'll wait until we come and pick the kids up on Friday. We can have that domestic.
Yeah, no, with Georgie, we have looked at the cruises. They do look amazing, but
they look amazing, don't they?
Being on a ship and being contained a little bit at the minute, a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And I think even sorry guys, just cut you off there.
That's all right.
Definitely agree with that one. The Wave is the most underrated restaurant world anywhere, but I think it's because that's the one down the bottom. It's down the bottom of the Contemporary. I'm sure you go down the escalators at the bottom.
Yeah, you've seen it on Jackie is Super Enthused. I love Jackie. She's gone there a couple of times for some of the cocktails. She did one the other day actually with Halloween cocktails, and she stopped off there.
Definitely one. Then we've got a few on our list, haven't we, that we want to try that we haven't got round to doing.
The thing is, you have loads that you want to go to, things that you haven't been to, and you never get to them all, do you? You can plan as much as you want. I'm going to go to this restaurant on this day, restaurant on that day. And that is going to bring you onto something, actually. Yeah, reservations of food. But one of the reservations that really annoys me is the fast passes. Because you've got to plan your holiday around the fast passes that you can get. And on the holiday, so you go, well, I'm going to go to, I can get me fast passes that I want to get in Magic Kingdom on say the Tuesday, right? What restaurants are close, and then that sort of dictates where you're going to be eating and what you're going to be doing and stuff like that. I think you can do much planning as well. For me, I mean, in 2016 we just took it way too far. I didn't enjoy it. We had the dining plan with Thomas Cook, was it? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was. We got them stranded in California.
He's just going to wind you up on that.
Thomas Cook.
The advert is don't just book it, Thomas cook it.
Don't just book it, Thomas cook it. We can have this conversation all day long. I say cook, you say book, potato. They will just get Georgie's going, what are you on about? It's book.
The thing is, I'm from the Wirral, so he's been taking the mick out of Slice Scouse for 10 years.
Yeah.
So we have a fight, and his comment is calm down, and I'm like, I'm nice. No.
It will always be.
It's definitely booked though, guys. Definitely booked. I'm from down south. I'm from London, so it's definitely booked.
He's having to say it to himself now, going. See the cogs turning from here.
It's definitely book.
Yeah.
It's book for me, and it's. I know.
Anyway, Andrew, say
it's all about Disney and not the Scouse lingo. Get Binky saying, hope the dining plan comes out in 2021. So do I. I think they've got to do something to get people back in the parks, especially when the borders open up. And that is one that gets people over there, because the cost of the holiday, the tickets and stuff like that can be extortionate. You've got the food that's all taken care of. It's one.
We had
big amount of money that.
We had it booked this time with the dining plan for the first time.
So you just said book.
It is booked.
Karina, just tell me about it. Get the wine.
Fill the glass up.
But yeah, so we had the dining plan and we were gutted, because that was the first inkling that you were getting that the holiday was going to be cancelled when you got that email to say the dining plan is cancelled. It was like, oh, all that food.
Yeah, we've got friends who are going for the first time. We were supposed to go in July this year, but then it just got kiboshed completely. And they had the dining plan, and they've moved it back now to March next year. It's going to be the first time. We have said to them, look, it's your first time. You're not going to get the full experience, so you need to think about whether you want to push that back to the back end of the year as well. But they're not getting the dining plan in March now. Go to deal, you know.
I don't know. I'm not sure what they've done. I don't know.
I know they've done something. I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely got to bring that back.
Yeah, like I say, it's probably cost them exactly the same for without the dining plan.
Yeah,
and it's just like I actually started panicking because we upgraded the quick service dining plan to the standard. And I panicked thinking, is it going to be enough food?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
And my best came around and went, right, Karina, I know you can eat.
No, you're definitely going to be all right for your food.
Yeah.
Family of 5 got a dining plan, and it was that one, wasn't it? That one that you're talking about. We had that many snack credits left. We come back with $200 worth of goofy candy. It was just ridiculous how much snacks. And they were ringing it up through the till, and I'm going, how much we spent $200 on goofy candy?
Yeah.
You know, you will have enough food. It's just.
That's a really good comment from Gareth or Andrew.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah. I like the idea of that.
Definitely, and you can get some good deals on your gift cards, can't you? Sometimes?
Yeah, I think that's quite a good. I mean, especially say when you've got obviously like the kids as well, and from 10, the class as an adult.
Yeah,
that's why I'm trying to lose 2 stone as we go.
Yeah.
I've just shifted that this year to California. I'm not putting it back on that quickly.
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does put it on.
It does. But I find, like, but the amount of walking you do while you're over there, it's ridiculous. You must walk about 10 to 15 miles just before breakfast. You know, so you've done all that walking, and we'll keep on restaurants and stuff like that before we close up, because we've been on for an hour now already.
Wow, that's really gone so fast.
That's gone so quick, that. It has, yeah. So when we're looking at, we do some dining on site, and then we'll do some dining off site as well. You know what I mean? My favourite off site is probably the most cheapest. Dirtiest place you can go to, and it's the Golden Corral. I just love it. It's just proper canteen food, slop, boom, and it's cheap.
We go Hooters.
We've not done. No, we
I've
haven't
never
done.
been there either.
But
not for that.
Not for that, but it's just like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
it's a good selection of that, and a good selection of beers, and we just quite enjoyed like the sports being on and just the chilled environment.
Have you done Miller's Ale House?
No.
Yeah, we love Miller's.
Yeah, we love Miller's.
When we went last time, we tried to get in, but it was always busy. Yeah. So
right.
The portions are massive. The price is so good. The variety of it all. Yeah, we definitely go there a couple of times on our trips.
Yeah. Did you ever try, Georgie, the 5 pepper sauce? Now they don't have it on the menu. I say I like hot spicy stuff, and he went, "We've got this sauce that's made by them. They make it, but it's not on the menu. It's that hot. It's called the 5 pepper sauce." If you want it as a glaze, I said, don't do it as a glaze, because otherwise, if I can't take it, I won't finish my chicken.
Yeah.
It was dead nice, but honestly, it's just
he was sweating.
ridiculous. I like spicy food.
I did the one in Hooters.
He did the one in Hooters.
Yeah.
The hottest one. I said, "What's your hottest one?" She went, "Well, it made a grown man cry." I was like, "Give it me."
Give it me. Get it here.
I had some water. I'll give you the due, but other than that, yeah, really hot. But
this girl stood there going, "Is he normal?" I was like, "Don't even ask." Like curry wise, not so much. Hottest like sauce stuff.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
I'll go mild at Nando's.
Yeah.
Just maybe plainish even.
I would not go to Nando's if you had a medium.
Yeah, I asked for a medium, it comes back hot.
No, not for me.
But I don't take Tabasco sauce or anything like that. I love like Frank's hot sauce, Tabasco sauce,
Frank's hot sauce.
Doused in everything. I douse everything in it. But if it's something like that, Nando's every hot, and I'm just like, oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh no! I remember the Ponderosa.
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
No,
it went downhill. The last few trips, it went downhill. So I'm not surprised that most of them shut. But in their prime, they were like, breakfast was amazing. It was so cheap.
Yeah,
you get so much food. The little sausage. Remember the little link sausages and the potatoes?
Yeah. I know you remember sitting next to the American who had pancakes, bacon, egg, and syrup all over the.
It was
and jam, or they'll have bacon and eggs and then a bit of jelly and cream.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, I get the your nan will come up with it sometimes, but it all goes down the same hole. You know what I mean? But
not on the same fork.
Not the same, exactly. Not at the same time.
No, I can get behind like bacon and pancakes with the syrup on. I can kind of get behind that.
Mine's chicken.
You don't understand that, do you?
I don't, but it's bloody great.
I don't know. I'm not great with like sweet and savoury. I remember once at the what's the restaurant at Animal Kingdom? Rainforest Cafe. We went there for breakfast.
Yeah.
And I got like a savoury breakfast, and on the plate came like these little poppy muffins and like fruit and all this different stuff. And I remember being like, I think it was the first time I ever went, actually, 2005. And I was like, why is it all on the same plate? And Darren like, it's all right. I love them separately, but just not together.
That goes back like a lunch. I don't really have breakfast.
Yeah.
Don't think you don't have time for breakfast. You're up, you're out, you're at the parks, and then before you know it, it's tea time. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a Rainforest Cafe breakfast at Animal Kingdom. It's really quiet in there. I love their big waffles. They've got the big ones now. Well, not now. Last time we went, they were really good.
Quite an IHOP fan.
Oh yeah, we quite like IHOP as well.
Yeah, we did try. We went to try IHOP on the last trip, didn't we? Couldn't even get in.
Can't get in.
It was like out the door, the queue. We were just like, oh, okay.
We go to Perkins.
Yeah.
I always remember when I was little and I went to Florida the first time, and I always say to my mum, bear in mind I was 7, and I just remember being in the car and seeing Edgar. I'm not that old. seeing a guy dressed as a pancake waving on International Drive. I say that to my mum, and she goes, "Oh yeah, it's IHOP."
Yeah.
It's like, how is it you remember something? We go in. She's like, "Yeah, you ordered 3 pancakes."
Because it's food related. That's why everyone remember it.
And yeah, Get Binky there was. It's closed down now. That's the one we used to go to.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure that's the one that was opposite the what's the name of that hotel we stayed in?
The Rose and Inn
Universals. So it's built where Wet and Wild was. They built a hotel there, and I remember it was just before that on the right there. Definitely. Yeah.
No, that's Surfside. Surfside's where Wet and Wild used to be, and then Dockside is where Wet and Wild's car park used to be. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Baker Family saying I up as well there.
Yeah.
We had Disney grown-ups in. Hi guys. Thanks for popping in.
Anybody tried out McDonald's breakfast in Paris? No, that's hard work.
Tried the what? The McDonald's breakfast?
Yeah, they have a McDonald's in
Paris.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
My word, trying to order a breakfast is impossible.
Is it?
They don't do the same as us, so it's just all.
We went with some friends a couple of years ago, and by the time them 3 had ordered their breakfast in McDonald's, I had gone to Starbucks, ordered my coffee, ordered my breakfast, got it, ate it, and drank half my coffee.
We were still.
Oh, it is always fun to order food there.
And I was just like that. What's took you all so long? I'm all perky from my coffee. Yay!
You've not been to the McDonald's? You know what? The one on International Drive, and like the biggest one they call it. Have you been in there?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Last time we went, we was like pizza. We ordered pizza. I was like, "This is McDonald's. How weird is this? You can get pizza." It was so weird.
Yeah.
They have so much on their menu, and how many puddings as well, didn't they? And we were like, "What on earth?" Like,
it's all on a counter. Remember, George, it's all on a counter. You walk around the counter. And
yeah.
See them in the counter.
It's so strange.
McDonald's that does a pizza. You were going to pizza.
Yeah, it weren't that great. We probably wouldn't get it again, but it was quite nice to try it, like a bit of a novelty.
Yeah. We only done it the once, and we were like, no.
Not with the Golden Corral over the road.
Well, Denny's
next door.
Denny's next door.
Over the road.
I have to say, Rick Rye Blogger have just mentioned Denny's, and then Timo Sullivan have just mentioned Applebee's. Applebee's breakfast.
Applebee's is fit. We had Applebee's in New York.
No, we've done Applebee's for tea, but we've not done it for breakfast.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, but although I wouldn't do what they've done and do the slingshot at all. Never mind after the breakfast.
No, same.
No, that's a bad time to do the slingshot. That.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the
slingshot. You won't just be you doing the slingshot. It'll be what you've just done.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know whose idea that was, Laura or Dane.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Just that's all this breakfast. That's all on that thing that throws you in the air.
That's a great idea. This breakfast is gone down.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about breakfast before, Georgie, and getting it. The one I like, and I just literally took the mickey out of some of the Americans I've seen putting everything on the plate. The one I like to get is the blueberry pancakes. But what I find weird with the blueberry pancakes is you get 2 plates. You'll get a plate. This is Perkins, by the way, with the blueberry pancakes with strawberries and cream. Then they'll put another plate right next to it with hash brown, eggs, and bacon.
Yeah.
And I go, what do we do? While in Rome, do as the Romans do. So I did a mixed thing.
Oh, did you?
Well, you've got to try it, you only live once. It could be the last time you live.
My OCD couldn't cope with that. I'd have to eat the savoury first and then pancake.
Sweet, pudding.
See, I do the opposite way round. I think it's the wrong way round. I go
dessert and then savoury.
Yeah, but because how do you have a dessert for breakfast? I just don't understand it. It doesn't compute with me.
That's a breakfast and that's sweet.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, there's been plenty of time where we're out eating and I've got to put a menu in between us because I can't deal with what he eats.
Especially when we go to a steakhouse.
Yeah.
When we go to a steakhouse, they love it when I say to them, "Can you just do it blue?" They go, "That's Elsa Heaven, sir." They come out with steak.
I have to say raw. I can't, like blue, I've done it once or twice.
No.
And
not for me either.
I'm medium.
Yeah.
Medium well.
The
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
medium well.
dead
Yeah.
kind
I
of
would
thing.
probably say is it Longhorns for the steak? Was it Longhorns?
Oh,
steak?
so good. Yeah.
It was so good.
Definitely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, that was the best steak we ever had in Florida. Be our guest.
We are getting
Yeah. This is completely surprised us because that was my favourite, best ever meal.
Yeah,
your canteen.
No, but the thing he gets steak wherever he goes, everywhere he goes. But this one time, for some strange reason,
I got the lamb shank.
he decides to get the lamb. Now, obviously, he come out. It was like this. He wasn't impressed.
Yeah, wrong choice. Definitely our guest. That fillet steak. Oh, flaming yon, sorry. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I keep saying to Sarah, we're not going back, but we will. We'll go back.
We will be going back.
Because the daughter will go, I want to go, and I'll have to go.
Changed since we went, and it's now a prefix meal. When we went, it wasn't prefix, so.
Yeah, I think even if we just took her just for even maybe just like a breakfast or a lunch, just so she could see it, because she was only a baby, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
It is amazing inside.
Yeah, I love it in there. Love it.
It's got Harrison there, but I'm confused of who it is. I don't know whether it's Nana or Lennon or anyone else in the family. I don't know. So yeah, love that gold Olive Garden.
We haven't done Olive Garden either, have we?
No, we haven't.
Never tried it.
By Olive Garden, doesn't
she? I've heard quite a lot of good things about it.
Yeah,
but it's not something that we've done.
Definitely.
Every time you mention Orlando, she goes Olive Garden. Oh my god, the breadsticks.
Breadsticks, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I always hear that about the breadsticks.
Like, it's breadsticks.
Yeah, breadsticks is like, yeah.
There you go, bacon family. Olive Garden is lovely. There's another one.
Yeah.
I mentioned breadsticks.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll have to try it.
Breadsticks. What's the difference? Because they can't be that good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Glee, isn't it? It's the film. Like Glee. They always used to go on about the bread. Weren't there a restaurant called Breadsticks or something in it? They're like garlic bread, aren't they? I think breadsticks. I don't think they're not like English. They're not the crunchy ones that we have in this country. They're like bread, I think, like garlic bread.
Fresh
bread. Yeah, like fresh hot bread. Yeah.
It's getting hungry. I've already had me tea and I'm on a diet. Definitely. Yeah. So the other thing then is looking at the parks that you want to go to at the time as well, isn't it? You know, this is another thing we look at, and we tend to look at like the busy park,
busy day guides,
or busy day guides. Yeah, there's a few out there.
Undercover tourists, they're quite good. Yeah, crowd calendars, isn't they?
They are very good. Yeah, definitely very, very good. But then we've done it and we've tried to get it so it's green, it's amber there and stuff like that, and you go there and it's still chocker.
Yeah, it's always busy, isn't it?
Ridiculously busy, isn't it?
But like
I
you
don't
said,
think there's ever a quiet time now.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
We'll find a queue if there isn't one.
Yeah. You'll make one.
Yeah, we're just sitting there like that. Come on.
It's all right unless we're queuing, you know.
I just don't think, but I don't think that we will ever moan about queuing at Disney ever again after this.
No.
I don't think we'll ever.
I'll queue.
It's just It's like,
bring it on.
Sorry. That's one thing I like about Disney though, the queues, they're themed so well. So it's not like standing in a queue all the time and it's horrible. And I've said it before, so the queue that I'd like to do, and we never done it because we always got fast passes, was Flights of Passage.
I knew you were going to say that. That's got the most amazing queue.
I bet I hear so many good things about it, so I'm not doing fast pass, I'll sit in a 3-hour queue, I want to see what it is.
Well, I think the majority of it is like, because we did it in 2018, we got there in the morning, did what everyone else did and ran to the ride. It was 3 hours. We thought, sod it, we're not waiting. So we were checking back on the app all day and it got down to about 90 minutes. And by the time we got back over there, it gone back to 2 hours. We were like, let's just wait. It was the best thing we've ever done. Like, I'm so happy we waited for it. It's like my favourite ride of all time, one of them. Yeah, but the queue system is amazing. It's first bit's not great. It's just like you're in like Rocky sort of There's like rocks. When you get in to see like the avatar and all the other bits that are inside,
yeah,
I just don't understand how they've done it either. I don't understand that avatar that's in the water. How does it look so real? Is it a screen? But it doesn't look like a screen. It looks completely real, like it's a real thing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And then it starts breathing on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when it starts moving, you go, it's breathing.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. Yeah. It's like, have you ever done soaring?
Yeah, 2.0.
I think it's the same technology, but just on a bigger, more grand scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a big screen that you're in front of. Because if you look around like that, you can see all the rows of people.
Yeah.
But how do you do it? Because even when you look and you know it's just somewhat you turning around and moving backwards and forwards, you actually still think you're on this.
Yeah, it's so real. It's so immersive, isn't it?
Amazing.
It's amazing.
One thing to do in Pandora as well. One thing to do in Pandora is get a torch.
Right? Yeah, we've done it. Yeah.
Get a torch of a night, and you know in the little grooves on the parts on the floor, if you shine on them long enough, they start glowing.
Oh wow!
Start glowing in the night. So don't try it with your phone. I tried it with the phone. It doesn't work. I was stood there for ages going, it will not. Come on.
Yeah.
70. Get Binky's company goes, well, what's your best money saving tips for Florida? Packing, drinking. That's simple. Stop eating. Stop drinking.
Stop.
I think we named a good couple before, like getting the annual passes and stuff like that, looking for flights. And we're doing the flights this year, which we didn't mention actually, is flight to Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa was a massive saving. Yeah,
massive saving. All right, you get in the car, but you get the car with the price of the ticket anyway. So you've got like an hour, and I've seen some vlogs where if you think about when you get the MCO, right, and this is not just a money saving thing, this is actually time saving as well, because you get to MCO, you could be 2-3 hours before you get through customs. Well, because it's like Stanford, it's just a small international airport, you're in and out, and you can the hour drive, you probably only just getting out of customs at MCO there.
Yeah. I think the airport, isn't it, that it's so much going on that by the time you've come out of it, you just get me to my hotel. No.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's one of the worst experiences you can go through MCO. I don't like it when you're going home with MCO as well, because they'll literally only allow you to get to security, go through security, so that when you get to the other side, they're boarding on your plane. So you haven't got the time to just have that sit down, relax, and watch the planes for a little bit like you do at the airport,
It was at LAX, to be fair. There wasn't really a lot.
No.
That, when we went through, kind of where we were sat waiting to board the plane, you could see the security guy. And just like there wasn't a lot going on. That's what we thought about LAX anyway. We were just a bit like...
It was massive. It was massive. But
yeah, it was just it was an odd one. It was very odd at the airport.
Just going back to the question from Get Binky about the money saving, a random one that we do, whether anyone else does it, we collect £2 coins.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it's crazy how quick they mount up.
They add up. Yeah.
I do that, and I use Plum.
Oh yeah, Plum.
Plum. It's a rounding up account, and you connect. So I connect it to both like our bank account and our saving. So basically, if you spend £8.60, it'll round it up to £9. So it'll take that 40p off and put it away.
Brilliant. And what's that? What's that? Plum.
Plum. PLUM.
Write that down, because that's one thing you find, because you don't do much cash now. It's mainly card, isn't it? So that's a really good idea. Because normally you
don't know. Basically, once a week you get a notification saying, by the way, I'm taking £15.60 from you this week, and it takes it, and you're just like, right, okay, thanks very much, and it does that. But my bank is Monzo, and they do it personally themselves, but it's
right, yeah.
So I have Plum for it rounds it up normally to a £5 or a £10, and then Monzo rounds it up to the £1.
Also, with Monzo, you can use your card in America and you won't get charged extra.
And Starling. Starling's Monzo and Starling are the best two cards for a debit card in any other country.
You don't get charged.
Because we use Revolut. We've used that Revolut quite well. We've used it every time, and they're pretty decent.
I think the Revolt, I think it is, isn't it, or Revolut? They're under scrutiny at the minute. I think a few things have happened with them, so yeah, that's why. But I know because of my job to use Starling or Monzo.
Right, we'll definitely have a look.
Definitely
at
look at that. And Nick come out with Monzo as well.
Rate. They give you the MasterCard rate, so it's basically like using a credit card, but it's your bank card.
Oh, right, okay.
Good to know.
See, you learn. Everyone finds their own little things, which is great.
The plum, I saved, I think, in a matter of something like 4 months.
For 800 quid.
It was about 800 quid. And you know, when you just, if I physically put that £800 away,
I wouldn't do it. No.
You know what I mean? I'd put it in and then I'd spend it.
Take it out.
But because I just locked it away and I basically told the app not to tell me. Yeah. So you just like keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. I think we'll definitely look into that ourselves as well. Because that's one thing I've always said to you. Because with the paying cards, you're not getting the coins, and the jar doesn't seem as quick, you know.
Yeah.
Especially
using cash.
Definitely. Right. I think we'll just start wrapping it up. I think we've been on an hour and 20 minutes.
I hope no one's got bored of us.
That's it. Yeah. I'd just like to say thank you to you guys for coming on. This is our first show, and really thank the support you guys are giving, all the support in the comments as well. Thanks for everyone who tuned in today. Hope you enjoyed what was said and some of the funny things that was going on. We will be back on next week. We're going to look at rides and stuff like that. We don't know who we want on with us yet. We haven't invited anyone yet.
We want.
Yeah.
It's not
Or you will. We can get another 2 suffering channels to come and join us.
We're suffering channel now.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Honestly, we can't thank you enough. So we'll just wrap it up now and stay safe, everyone, and a good rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.